Okay, prepare to be offended. Deconstructing Christianity. I'm currently in the process of watching Game of Thrones with my partner, and I had kind of started it before, but I find this to be super interesting because if you actually look back at Henry VIII, anything about historical context, the dude started murdering his wives because they weren't giving him sons, right? So women are held accountable for not giving birth to the right gender back then, right? Without scientific context, the women are the ones that are at fault, right? So they're being murdered by Henry VIII. Like, he's killing all of his wives. They're not giving him sons. And then what we find out once you add science into it is it's actually the male that decides the chromosome that decides the sex of the baby. So really, it was Henry VIII's issue, right? His fault. The thing that I'm trying to break down is the fact is if you're reading for the Bible from a standpoint without any historical context, any scientific fact, I think it's easy to make up stories. It's easy to try to view things from your lens that you're in during that time frame. The Bible is written by people from their viewpoint of their culture, their society, their belief system. It is also translated from several different languages. I mean, you've got so many different ways for it to actually kind of fall apart. And I don't know about y'all, but I get SHIT wrong every single day. I just don't want TikTok to block me or whatever. I get it wrong every day. And trust me, when I'm mad and I'm angry, I have a hard time viewing anybody else's position until I kind of calm down, right? So that happened time and time and time and time again. And the Bible is written from the standpoint of fallible people. It is. And then it was add a whole nother level of fallible by translating it from language to language to language. My best friend, lives in Vienna. She's Austrian. And I remember going to her house for Christmas, and her parents, I was trying to tell them, it took me 10 minutes of thank you so much. I had to take such a great time. I loved being here. You're so wonderful. I loved this. I loved that. Da 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 da. And she literally goes, da 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 in German. And I look at her and I'm like, are you serious? She's really bad about translating things for me. And so she was like, friend, it doesn't translate. It doesn't translate everything you just said. And I was like, oh my God, you were not conveying to them my appreciation, how much I appreciated their hospitality. You have ruined it. You have ruined it. And of course she laughs at me. And so that's just the point is that stuff gets lost in translation. Ha ha, the quote, right? Lost in translation. That's what happens. We have to view things like the Bible from historical context, lack of scientific evidence, discovery, and all of that. We have to start asking questions. Why are we taking things verbatim? And why are we only taking things that sort of fit what we feel like fits and then doesn't fit on other things, right? So I'll get into that another time. But these are my thoughts. Feel free to share. Feel free to comment. Talk to you guys. Bye.